Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Condors coming in at 3-1, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 4-0. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Wentz now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Shelton. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now let's go.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
All right, here we go. 3,
Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not going deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patrick. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Santos now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a short kick taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this. Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one. Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Butker now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game. And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one. Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark? It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Wentz now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Wentz to throw again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wentz to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now back out comes the offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. they'll run it on the toss. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight it right, tight it right. All right,
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. A swift move, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
now let's go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch tight end. Set. 319. 319.
They go play action here on first down. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's right. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this results in 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back here right after this. A reminder, with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first-half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat, because he's got a lot to get through, because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And an alley to run. He's to the 10, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They come out here in the I. Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
In my mind, you've got to hand it to this defense. They were able to tighten up near the goal line. And if they get away with only giving up 3 points in this situation, that's a win in my book.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And the lead will shrink to 6. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Condors haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Falcons have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, it's going to be a run play here. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Down to the middle of the first, so they take a 7-0 lead. He'll break free of the pack, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Condors take it at the 16. The hurry throw would be picked off. Falcons Falcons will take it back for the touchdown. The Falcons up now by 21. We go to the second quarter. Wright's wide open on the deep pass. And this two-play drive goes for a touchdown. 1st and 10 as that cuts it to 14-7. Wright's wide open, able to make the grab. And he'll end up at the 15-yard line before being tackled. Condors now later on the drive. He'll cut it out right on the outside run. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score, cutting the deficit to 10. Now 1st and 10, Reisner is found coming across the middle. And he'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Continuing on the drive, Patrick's wide open here on the catch. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Trailing now by just a touchdown.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he spins through. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyler Varga, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nigel Bradham able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Taken right around the 44. And now running right through it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, the spin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Butker now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mitch Unrein coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are back now in Sacramento, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And avoids the contact by sliding. First down, Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Second down following the incompletion. Now Wentz. And his pass incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shelton. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Red zone opportunity. Wentz now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. try and run for it. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good scouting and preparation throughout the week has turned into excellent execution. I mean, the job that they've done up front, creating the spaces for him, and, of course, his nose for the end zone, it's a terrific combination.
Now he's looking maybe for a 4th touchdown run. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Room here to run. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fresh set of downs here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and it keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Varga with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
False start, offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. 7 yards to go on second down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Second down following the run. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now back out comes the offense. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The offense on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Sacramento, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.